That looks real good on paper between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. One step from playing in the AFC title game. This divisional round contest is on. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 24-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Howard, 1st and 10. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
On 2nd down, Warren. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win, too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Here he is on 3rd and short. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. He gets loose down the right side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Going after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Now Lawrence on the play fake. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Done. It's like hot. Easy. 3 to 4. Great job.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Cole Holcomb has it. And to the house it goes. It's a pick six and a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Okay, I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game? Or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence coming off a pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Cole Holcomb has it. And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton, play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the gun, Howard. On the move, hit it right. He can run it. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cowboy,
Shotgun snap here to Howard. Flushed out of the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Go! 70 Lions.
Going again here, Howard. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. The 12-year vet strikes true. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Back to work after throwing the pick. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. 17-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They've got 2nd and 5.
Hey, Soto, same break. Left.
Lawrence to throw it. And this is lofted deep down the middle. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Go, let's go. 11.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. He's keeping it. He's going for it. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a first down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too. But now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Hawk 70.
Throwing here, Howard. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the... It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Well, he might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
To the air, Howard almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Warren can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
11. Piece of 24.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Hey, kill. Red on red. 11, and hey, Soko, hot. Here we go.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Hey, easy. Go. Darn, this is hot. Hey, I'm gun. Red.
Lawrence working from the gun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Safe right. Hey, tomato. Hot.
3rd and long for him here. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And they could really use a good one here. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. He'll cobble together a yard there. Eric Armstead there on the stop.
Brought him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Warren once more. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Take right open. All right, let's go. Hey, go. It's hot. 30 left. Silver.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
13 loose.
Lawrence looking to throw. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
That's caught for the first. He's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Jaguar first down.
Ralph. Hey, Soko. Hot. Go. Let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Sink right. 11.
Once again here, 2nd and 10. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Hey, it was hot. Hey, Denver. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Steelers hit the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. Offense to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. Defender gets to him right around the line, and it's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
Lawrence now off the play action. He gets this one to Strange. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
A 4-yard gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
On 1st down, Warren. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
This is Metcalf working that right side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Working inside the red zone. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
Now Howard to throw. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and goal, Warren. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
9 on the play. It's
3rd and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. Forward now to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. Here's ETN on 1st down. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Hey, danger. 11 Agate. Hey, kill. 30 left.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he cuts it back right. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Red on red. Silver.
Now it's Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
ETN. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Jaguars football, and their playoff run is in jeopardy. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Hey.
Lawrence throwing here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing his Lawrence on 3rd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
23. So it's hot. Go.
Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get up.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead.
Jaguars nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He puts some air under it deep down the middle. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars making the scoreboard look a touch better. Cam Little to try the extra points.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Jaguars 7.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week and find a way to flush this, because it's just not been their kind of game.
He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go again with Warren. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Yeah, it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's another.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers put up even more points in a win. Pat Fryermuth the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
Steelers 34, Jaguars 7. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10.
13, move. 30 left. 11, hey, Soko, hot. Take right open. Hey, hot.
Lawrence to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Hey, kill. Hey, go. Darn, they press hot. 11. Here we go.
Lawrence trying again on second. He's looking deep once again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with third and long.
On the red. Hey, 11, add it. Same break. Go. Go.
Now air it out on third. Completed over the middle. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They're going to try with ETN. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets him the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Hey, go, let's go. Hey, I'm gun. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas.
And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars putting up points in a game decided. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. On his little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
14. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll start the drive with Warren. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
60 Bison.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing a 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. 1st down throw. Lawrence hits his running back. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
13, Lou. Go.
Lawrence with it on 1st. And they pick him off again. Darius Slay has it. And the Steelers take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
The 39-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he makes the catch on the right sideline, but no. Oh, they call it out of bounds. The throw led him just a little bit too much.
He was covered by
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down.
Kevin Boyd on the stop. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
18,
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.